Stop, you go like, I don't know. Flail any appendage. Okay, arms or legs or both. really? Like, yeah, that's like hyper.
I mean, I understand.
You can lip sync. Look at the movies where it's like, yeah, yeah, it's like the like. Oh yeah, the one with like Mice Singer. No, no, I don't know that. There's like something like that. It's like there's one guy on YouTube that just takes like a video of him like visually. And it's like it's just like
Good afternoon and welcome, everyone. Please take your seat and silence your cell phones. The convocation is about to begin. Just a quick note, we will be live streaming our ceremony today, so please remain alert for the possibility that you could appear on the Jumbotron or as part of the live stream broadcast. Also, at the end of the ceremony, the graduates will be exiting by these stairs, and we ask that you please meet your graduate outside to avoid congestion in the hallway. Thank you. Please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my very great pleasure to present to you the School of Management and Labor Relations Class of 2022.
Please remain standing for the national anthem as sung by the Rutgers Glee Club. Please be seated. I'm Adrienne Eaton, Dean of the School of Management and Labor Relations. On behalf of President Jonathan Holloway, the University Administration, alumni, faculty, emeritus faculty, and staff, I have the honor and pleasure of convening the 19th Convocation of the School of Management and Labor Relations, recognizing the class of 2022. Welcome. Today, we celebrate the outstanding achievements of this year's graduating class, and I am thrilled to be able to welcome all of you in person to the first official SMLR Convocations in-person ceremony since 2019. Achieving your degree is the culmination of a lot of hard work, persistence, and sacrifice. But as you hear your name called this afternoon, I hope you experience an additional sense of pride and great satisfaction in the incredible perseverance it took to meet the extraordinary challenges of the last 2 years to accomplish your goals. We have been proud to have you as students, and now we are equally as proud to acknowledge all that you have accomplished in your academic journey to become graduates of the School of Management and Labor Relations at Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey. So I'd like to begin by thanking our outstanding SMLR faculty. They represent the leading faculty in human resource management and labor studies and employment relations in the country and are among the best in the world. They are the reason you chose to study here at our school and why I am proud to serve as dean. Many of our faculty members are seated on the platform here today, but there are some familiar faces for all of you who could not be here in person due to continued pandemic precautions, but they're sharing the day with you via live stream. So would the SMLR faculty please rise? Please join me in applauding the School of Management and Labor Relations faculty. I'd like to specifically acknowledge our senior leadership team comprised of our executive committee and academic program directors. Please hold your applause, if you can, until all have been recognized. Rebecca Greenbaum, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. Stand and then sit back down. Elaine Stroud, Associate Dean for Finance and Administration. Maria Kramer, Associate Dean for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, the first such dean we've had. Saul Rubenstein, Associate Dean for Research. Dana Britton, Chair of the Labor Studies and Employment Relations Department. William Castellano, Human Resource Management Department, Executive Committee Representative. Paula Voos, Director of the Undergraduate Program in Labor Studies and Employment Relations. Ryan Greenbaum, Director of the Undergraduate Program in Human Resource Management. Dave Ferrio, Director of the Master's Program in Human Resource Management. They can't help themselves, Dave. Hadi Alfar, Director of the Online Professional Master's Program in Human Resource Management. And Fran Ryan, Director of the Master's Program in Labor and Employment Relations. Now we can clap for all of them. We also have several special guests seated on the platform who I'd like to welcome and thank for joining us today. Dr. Francine Conway, Chancellor Provost, Rutgers University, New Brunswick, and behind me. Kevin Egan, Board of Governors. George Rears, Board of Trustees, Emeritus. And Tracy Ng, President of the School of Management and Labor Relations Alumni Association, who you will hear from later in our ceremony. There she is. I'd also like to acknowledge our marshals, who play a very important role, and our gonfalon bearers, all of whom are alumni of the school. So this could be you someday carrying the gonfalons. Len Garrison, Master of HRM, Class of 2014. I know Len is well known to most of you. Melissa Daniel, Bachelor of Arts in Labor Studies, Class of 2000, and Masters of Labor and Employment Relations, Class of 2001. Legna Cabrera, Master of Labor and Employment Relations, Class of 2005. Talia Shank, Master of Labor and Employment Relations, Class of 2016. And Roxy Mayo, Bachelor of Arts in Human Resource Management, Class of 2019. So please join me in recognizing our special guests, marshals, and gonfalon bearers with another round of applause. I'd also like to acknowledge our school state advisory council members for taking the time to share their expertise in the service to the school. Members of the council are listed in your program if you're interested to know more. I'd also like to thank all the members of the School of Management and Labor Relations Alumni Association. Thank you for all you do for our school and our graduates. There are several of the members of that association here today. And last, but certainly not least, I'd like to thank all of the staff of the School of Management and Labor Relations who support our students, along with those who have worked so hard to make today's event possible. I'd also like to acknowledge the staff here at Jersey Mike's Arena who contribute to the success of this day, and a special thanks to Ginny Boccaccio and Laura Wilkowiak, without whom this day really would not be possible. So thank you, staff. As a professional school and as part of Rutgers University, service is an important part of our mission. As such, I'd like to show our appreciation and acknowledge all of our graduates and audience here today who have demonstrated service to our country. So would all of those on the floor and up, or behind me, as the case may be, all of those who have served or currently serving in the U.S. Armed Forces, please stand and be recognized, and then join me in an appreciation with a round of applause. Thank you. One more acknowledgement before we turn to our speakers, and then the graduates. So I want to acknowledge, in particular, also all of the family members, partners, friends, and supporters who traveled to share in this ceremony today, as well as those who are watching remotely via live stream. I was going to point up there, but I don't know where the camera is. I guess it's there. We really appreciate the love and support that you have all shown to the students. Thank you for sharing your loved ones with us, particularly in this really difficult time that we've all been through. We know you are very proud of them, and we are really glad that you're able to be here today in person to help us celebrate their achievements. So thank you to all of the families and friends. So now I am delighted to have the opportunity to introduce Dr. Francine Conway, who will offer some remarks to our graduates. Dr. Conway was appointed Chancellor Provost of Rutgers University, New Brunswick in July 2021, after previously serving as Provost. She is a scholar and award-winning clinical psychologist, widely recognized for her work in child psychopathology, and a distinguished professor in the Graduate School of Applied and Professional Psychology, where she served as dean from 2016 and 2020, and where I first got to know her in that role. She's a graduate of Cornell University and Columbia University, but earned her doctoral degree at Adelphi University, where she later served on the faculty for more than a decade. This past academic year, Chancellor Provost Conway led the development of an academic master plan that will chart the course for Rutgers New Brunswick future academic priorities, while also enhancing the institution's reputation for excellence, world-changing research, and service that benefits its host communities, the state of New Jersey, the nation, and the world. If you haven't already had an opportunity to read the plan, I urge you to access it through the Rutgers New Brunswick website. It's worth a read, for sure. As provost, Dr. Conway embraced a commitment to building a diverse and inclusive environment for faculty, staff, and students, including recruitment of faculty from underrepresented demographics, and ensuring pathways for success for talented students from diverse and at-risk backgrounds. In the language of SMLR, Dr. Conway is my boss. I knew she'd chuckle at that. But much more than that, she's a true partner to me as a dean, one who seeks out input, listens to concerns, and even advice from all of her deans. Dr. Conway supports us in our efforts to pursue excellence within our schools. Perhaps most importantly, and quite simply, she gets things done. It's my pleasure to present Chancellor Provost Francine Conway.
Thank you for that lovely introduction, Dean Eaton. To Ms. Crossan, Mrs. Niggs, Mr. Rares, Mr. Egan, respected friends and colleagues, And of course, congratulations to our School of Management and Labor Relations Studies graduates. I am sure that my colleagues on the platform will agree with me when I say that this is indeed a proud moment for us, and we are immensely proud of you. But before I address our new graduates, I want to acknowledge all who have supported you as you work so hard to reach your goals. The staff, faculty, parents, family members, and other dear friends and loved ones here today. Let's give them a round of applause. I want to say thank you for being here for our students. Thank you for seeing their worth and inspiring them, especially when they needed a lift. Thank you for providing the support that enabled them to realize their potential, and thank you for fostering their success. Now, graduation is a rite of passage. Throughout every human society, all of us have come together in our communities and hold rites of passages that celebrate our members, especially as they transition from one stage of life to the other. And I'd like to share a few short insights with you about the defining characteristics of rite of passage. Though often executed in public, rites of passage ceremonies are deeply personal. They celebrate transitional periods in a person's life. And they're also about community. The community's power to bear witness and share in one's transition is very powerful. We have many rituals in our lives that demonstrate this: marriages, the birth of a baby. These ceremonies are important, and we know more than anyone else, especially given the last 2 years, how much we value our ability to come together. Our communal participation in ceremonies like this one symbolize the power of the collective. For example, you excel academically because of the collective contributions of people who make up your community. As defined by anthropologist Arnold van Gennep, a rite of passage has 3 phases: separation, liminality, and reentry. This ceremony signifies the first phase, your separation. Today is the day you separate from your former group, relinquishing your identity as a student and preparing for the next stage of your life. The third phase is the reentry phase, signifying your reentry into society with a new status, new knowledge, and new skills. Then there is a middle phase, the liminal phase, a period between separation and reentry where you find yourself having left one phase but not quite joined the other. This experience of liminality is a condition that can be sometimes marked with ambiguity, disorientation, and some anxiety. And these transition periods are usually met with mixed emotions. And as we have all experienced this phase, the question becomes, how do we meet this moment? First, remember that you have the promise of a bright future that is grounded in the knowledge and skills you have acquired. You are now equipped to go masterfully forth and accomplish what you have set out to do. Second, when you find yourself in a liminal phase, remember the successes of your past transitions. The first day of kindergarten, high school, first day on the job, first day of college. And third and finally, remember that you have had the fortitude to persevere, to reach the finish line amidst a global pandemic. You, dear graduates, have shed your original roles and grown into a new position in just a few short years. You have learned a lot, matured, and developed during your time here. I believe your professors, our support staff, friends, and family also bear witness to your transformation. Remember this rite of passage as you embark on this transition period. I will leave you with a quote from one of our great philosophers who said, "And you will succeed. Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So be your name Boxbaum or Bixby or Bray, or Mordecai, Ally, Van Allen, O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way." And that great thinker, of course, being Dr. Seuss. Congratulations on reaching this commencement. We see you, we celebrate you, and we support your transition to your new roles. Thank you for choosing Rutgers, and I know that I speak for our faculty and staff when I say it has been our distinct pleasure to be on this journey with you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Chancellor Provost Conway. Those were fantastic remarks, and so glad that you can be here with us today. At this time, I would like to ask our student speakers to approach the platform. We are very proud of the accomplishments and contributions our students make to the School of Management and Labor Relations community. We have a tradition, then, of recognizing student excellence by inviting their participation in this ceremony. This year, we have selected 2 students, one from each of our master's programs, to address this convocation. So our first student speaker is Jessica Lesniak, who is receiving a master's degree in human resource management. Come on up, Jessica. Jessica.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, family, friends, faculty, and School of Management and Labor Relations class of 2022. I would like to thank Dean Adrian Eaton and Professor Dave Ferrio for this opportunity, and my family and friends for their support throughout my academic journey at Rutgers. I am honored to be here today speaking on behalf of my graduating class. I live my life by the old saying that everything happens for a reason, that every event we experience, whether good or bad, is helping us get closer to who we're supposed to be. Many of us may only be here today because of the pandemic. I, for one, didn't know what the future held for me 2 years ago. I was a junior in the undergraduate HR program with a canceled summer internship. I felt lost, scared, and unsure of what was to come. 2020 changed our trajectories. Some of us may have taken gap years or switched career paths entirely. Others had to take on additional responsibilities in caring for their family or had overall fears about job prospects. We all had to take a step back and make sense of this new world. And yet, regardless of what each of our circumstances and hardships were, our journeys all brought us to this moment. As bleak, lonely, and uncertain as everything felt 2 years ago, we are now seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. We are graduating from one of the best HR programs in the world during arguably the best time in history to be in human resources. Both employers and employees are calling on us to act as trusted advisors, leaders, strategic business partners, and agents of change. The world is looking to us to define what the new workplace, what the new normal will look like. Buzzwords like the Great Resignation, the war for talent, and work-life balance and flexibility come to mind when thinking of this new environment. How will we attract and retain talent in what is being called the golden age of the employee? What will engagement, performance management, and human connection look like when so many people work from behind a digital screen? These are the kinds of questions we will play an instrumental role in addressing. And we're fortunate to be students of this program,
with professors who have equipped us with all the tools to face these challenges in a strategic and creative way. They have positioned us to thrive in this dynamic world. And our degree is so much more than the courses we take. It's the network we've developed and the lifelong community we are now part of. Through my classes, my involvement in the Rutgers Society of Human Resource Management, and the 2 years I worked in the School of Management and Labor Relations Career Services team, I have seen the strength of this network, the commitment that faculty have towards helping not only current students, but those who graduated years ago, the desire of alumni to give back to their community and lift up one another. Many of these individuals said that forming and maintaining these relationships was pivotal in their professional success. So leverage the connections you've made in this program because they will stand by you over the course of your entire career. In 2020, we felt as if the world were falling apart. In 2021, we scrambled to make sense of our environment and get back on our feet. And now, in 2022, we are rebuilding. And at this pivotal crossroad, I'm excited to see what our graduating class will contribute to the human resources field, what meaningful changes we'll make to the organizations we touch, and what this Masters of Human Resource Management program will teach students years from now about what we achieved during these difficult times. Congratulations, class of 2022. I wish you success in your future endeavors and know you will persevere. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. Our second student speaker, Brittany Spanos, is receiving a master's degree in labor and employment relations. Come on up, Brittany.
Distinguished members of the administration, faculty, guests, and my fellow graduates, good afternoon. I thank God and my support system for this incredible experience and honor. I came back to Rutgers 2 years ago at a really low point in my life after a series of failures. I had recently been divorced, I was searching for a new career, and I just knew that I wanted and needed more. I returned to my alma mater to research opportunities, something that I could build off my Africana Studies undergraduate degree. I found a certificate program for diversity, equity, and inclusion, and I was inspired. But somehow, after meeting with my advisor, I walked out of the office enrolled in the master's degree program. How in the world was I going to get my master's degree? I just started a new job working in local government for Princeton, full-time. I had 3 little girls to care for. I was terrified, but I was on a mission, a shared mission of the SMLR. How do we better understand the modern society that it seeks to create? How do we promote such harmony? Through cultural competence, building relationships, strong communication, collaborating to create balance and foster diversity, equity, and inclusion despite adversity. My father's parents came to the US as Greek immigrants, and my mom is African American. Growing up in Ohio in a mixed household, we weren't met with the promises that my ancestors had hoped for. So we moved to New Jersey for better opportunities. But with change comes challenge. I had to learn the languages of my peers. And beyond the vernacular, we communicated through expression, and we expressed ourselves by sharing learned customs. More than us attending the same institution, this is beyond being a part of Rutgers, the school, and more about being a part of this culture. We represent a culture that is beyond color and creed. It is a culture of inclusivity, equitability, sustainability, buoyancy, recovery, resiliency. Beyond the fact that we make up a part of the 35% of the United States with a bachelor's degree and the 13% holding a master's degree, as if this day was not enough to make history, we got here despite the racial turbulence and the COVID pandemic ripping through our global society. I represent you, representing me, her, him, they, we represent a culture that can. We did, and we will continue to do. In the words of Frederick Douglass, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. Well, we have struggled. And through the struggle, through the rubble, we have amassed a great culture. And through this extraordinary culture, a legacy with rich soil and deep roots that will grow like that of the Hyperion tree, giving life to the world as we make our mark in it. Congratulations, SMLR, class of 2022. I am you, are me, are we are you culture forever.
Thank you, Brittany. I'm amazingly proud of both of our speakers. They've just really amazed and moved me. And you too, I think, really, tears in my eyes. We will now be treated, we will recover, by being treated to a performance by the Rutgers Glee Club again.
The Rutgers fight song, The Bells Must Ring. This is your last time to do the RU cheer as undergraduates. Next time you'll be alumni. Let's hear that cheer really loud in the middle. Go RU. And we leave you with the alma mater. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Go RU.
Sing aloud to alma mater. the van. For with the motto high, Rutgers' name shall never die on the banks of the old Raritan. On the banks of the old Raritan, my friends, where old Rutgers evermore shall stand. For has she not stood since the time of the flood on the banks of the old Raritan?
Thank you to the Glee Club. This is the point in today's ceremony where I would be welcoming our Convocation speaker, Helen Crossan, to the podium to address the SMR class of 2022. But as we have all learned and talked about today, over the last 2 years, having the ability to adapt to circumstances at hand with flexibility and grace is an important part of traversing the course of our daily lives. So while Helen is not able to join us in person today, and she will explain why, she has recorded her remarks to share with us all. Before we hear those remarks, if the technology works, is that a familiar phrase? I'd like to offer a few words of introduction. So Helen Crossan serves as Managing Director at Onyx, a private equity firm, where she is responsible for portfolio talent and contributes toward efforts to identify, create, and drive value creation at portfolio companies, with a focus on talent and organizations. She is a 3-time graduate of Rutgers, obtaining her BA and MA in Labor and Employment Relations from Simler, and her law degree from the Rutgers Law School in Newark. She has also guest lectured in several of our HR classes, so she may be familiar to some of you. Helen has more than 20 years of progressive human resource experience. Previously, she was Chief Administrative Officer at Annaly Capital, the largest mortgage real estate investment trust on the New York Stock Exchange. She is also the founder and principal of Crosswise, a human capital advisory and coaching firm. As an HR executive, Helen has worked with CEOs, executives, and professionals to help them achieve strategic organizational objectives and excel professionally. Her experience includes working at IBM, General Electric, NBC Universal, and providing human capital advisory services to in the tech startup space, as well as having clerked at the NFL and the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Quite a career. She currently serves on the board of the Craig Newmark Graduate School of Journalism at the City University of New York. We are extremely proud to call Helen an SMLR alumna, and it is my pleasure to present her remarks to the class of 2022. So hopefully, Helen will appear shortly on the screen.
I am so pleased that I am able to participate in the graduation ceremony, even though I'm not able to join you today. After more than 2 years of being COVID-free, a week ago I tested positive for COVID, right? That's Murphy's Law. I so wish I could be with you in the room, seeing all the smiling faces, getting to meet some of the families and graduates. But instead, what I'll do right now is I'd like to congratulate the graduates and families, loved ones, and friends on this momentous occasion. Pursuing a degree during COVID takes a tremendous amount of resilience. It takes a village to achieve milestones, and the people who love and support you help get you to where you are today. My name is Helen Crossan. I'm a Rutgers alum and love the Garden State. I've received 3 degrees from Rutgers University, my bachelor's, master's, and law degree. Since I left Rutgers, I've worked at IBM, General Electric, NBC Universal. Most recently, I was the Chief Administrative Officer of a public company on Wall Street. And currently, I work with a private equity firm advising on human capital matters. I've accomplished a few things since I left Rutgers. I think that's why the School of Management and Labor Relations asked me to speak today. And I'm here today to bear witness that every graduate in this room is filled with possibilities. I thought I'd share a bit about myself before I began. I'm the only child of 2 immigrant parents from Jamaica and St. Vincent. I'm married to Dave Crossan, a wonderful person, and I have two sons, Jack 9 and Benjamin 8, and I continue to live in New Jersey. Over 20 years ago, if you told me that I'd have the life that I have today, I'd have shared that would be a dream come true. I remember beginning my coursework at the School of Management and Labor Relations, landing my first internship, beginning my first full-time job, making lots of friends along the way, meeting really interesting people and working with great professors. I'm not sure I believe that I would achieve my dreams and vision for my life when I was sitting in your seat. I was nervous and a bit unsure about what the future would hold. I was ambitious. I definitely had big hopes for my life. At times, those ambitions and hopes and dreams felt really far away. I wasn't really sure if I'd accomplish any of it. I had setbacks, I had failures, broken hearts, disappointments. In those moments, I would wonder, am I going to accomplish the hopes for my life? I'd look to friends who seemed like they were way ahead of me and doing better, feeling like I was falling behind. You get the drift. I have no doubt many of you have had those moments, because what I've learned over 20 years is that we're all filled with self-doubt. It doesn't matter your age, the package you come in, it's just a universal experience. And the importance of knowing that self-doubt is universal is that you can sort of push through it. You can achieve the vision for your life. So what's the purpose of a convocation speech? It's to inspire, to celebrate, and to encourage. So my goal is not only to encourage and to inspire, but to share concrete steps how you can move successfully forward. So I hope to provide a little of that for you today. So here's what I've learned over the past 20 years. Having a vision for your life is important. The definition of vision is the faculty or state of being able to see, the ability to think about or plan for the future with imagination and wisdom. So you get the drift, again, sort of looking into the horizon, imagining what your life is going to be. The good news is that I know every graduate in this room is filled with vision and has everything that you need to accomplish all your hopes and dreams as you move forward after receiving your degrees. How do I know you have vision? By a show of hands in the room, how many of you have thought about going to college or earning your graduate degree before you began at Rutgers? I'm sure if I were in the room with you, I'd see 100% of the hands go up in the room. For many of you, that vision began more than 4 years ago, probably when you were a kid, or when you were working and realized a graduate degree would help advance your professional interest. Well, today you're on the precipice of achieving that vision, receiving your degree that you worked so hard for over the last several years. I'm sure during that period there were challenges, times you thought, I can't do this, times where you leaned on friends, and times where you realized that you were working with professors who really expanded and opened up your vision for your world. Throughout your time at Rutgers, you have kept track of your vision to complete your degree, and now that chapter is almost closed. So what's the next part of your journey? Here's a quote that I think is absolutely true about vision. The one thing that you have that nobody else has is you, your voice, your mind, your story, your vision. So write and draw, build and play, and dance and live the way that you would like. So now that we've established you have everything you need, what do you need to do next after today? After you've celebrated and the reality settles in that you are on the next phase of your journey. What I'd like everybody to do is to write down or send yourself an email with 3 to 5 bullets and put it someplace safe and hold on to it for 5 to 10 years. And actually, I'm going to pause and say, I'd like everybody to take their phones out, type in the subject line vision, and one idea related to what that might look like for you. When you're unsure about a fork in the road, pull out the vision list. Ask for help along the way, lean on experts and loved ones to help you think through critical junctures in your life. As you pursue your vision, give back and share your story. It is special, and it will encourage others to pursue the vision for their lives. There is no right vision, just your vision. How do you want to live, work? What type of life do you want to lead, and how do you want to enjoy your life? One other piece of advice I always give to professionals, and I've worked with hundreds, maybe over 1,000 professionals over the course of my career, never look to the left and never look to the right. Only focus on what your priorities are. Looking to the left and to the right often leads to sort of disappointment, but achieving your own goals is what's most important. So what I did not know then, but I know now, is that achieving the vision for your life is a journey. And as we've established, you've been on a journey to achieve today's milestones, and the journey will continue. Finally, how do I know that I've given you concrete advice? Well, over 10 years ago, I wrote down 4 goals that I wanted to achieve. And they were really big goals at the time, and I'd like to share them with you today. They were to find a life partner, to be the head of HR of a public company in New York, create financial stability, and start my own business related to the world of work. I was amazed when I found that list of goals at the end of 2020 and realized that I had accomplished 3 out of the 4 goals. And now I'm working on the last, which is starting my own business. Last year, I wrote down another 3 goals and look forward to pulling it out 5 to 10 years from now to see what's evolved. I've shared that list with others as I've gone along, and what I've been amazed about is lots of people actually put these sort of secret lists together. And it explains a lot when I sort of look at some of their achievements. So graduates, I'd like to leave you with a final quote that I shared earlier. The one thing that you have that nobody else has is you. Your voice, your mind, your story, your vision. Congratulations again on earning your degrees. I appreciate and cherish having had the opportunity to spend some time with you here today and to celebrate. Congratulations.
Thank you, Helen. Many undergraduate students choose to take advantage of the 2 broad perspectives on work and employment offered at the School of Management and Labor Relations by majoring in both labor studies and human resource management. Double majors only walk across the stage once, but we would like to recognize them now for their extra effort and dedication to our school. So would all of our SMLR double majors please stand to be recognized and congratulated? Thank you. I'd also like to recognize our students who have been verified as achieving honors within the School of Management and Labor Relations. Our master's students wearing gold cords have completed coursework for their respective degrees with a 4.0 GPA. For our undergraduate students, those wearing white or gold cords have been recognized as graduating summa cum laude or magna cum laude for attaining a cumulative GPA of 3.70 or higher. There's going to be a test on this at the end. We also have a number of students who have earned cum laude honors for having a cumulative GPA of at least 3.5. Our undergraduate students wearing excellence pins have been granted departmental honors for completing the coursework for their major with a GPA of 3.7 or higher. Finally, students wearing Wedgwood blue and gold cords received a thesis honors. So congratulations to all of you for their exceptional academic achievement, all the honors students. And now, at last, we turn to the primary reason we know you are all here this afternoon, the awarding of degrees to the distinguished class of 2022. Let me remind you that degrees will be official after they are formally conferred at the university-wide commencement tomorrow. Today, we proudly acknowledge each of your individual achievements. Graduates, as you approach the stage, you will be given a hand, one of these, for purposes of sharing a low five with me as you walk across the stage, and you'll also have a picture taken here in the middle with the hands. So please pause for the photographer. We'll grab you if you forget to. So next, I ask the director of the Master of Labor and Employment Relations program, Francis Ryan, and student counselors Amy Marquito and Dahlia Schenk to please take their places.
Is that on? Okay. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, wait a minute, I'm ahead of myself there. Will the candidates for the Master of Labor and Employment Relations degree please rise? Dean Eaton, it is my pleasure to present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Labor and Employment Relations. I now ask that the marshal to lead the candidates to the stage. Graduates, please bring your card with you. You have the card? You have the card?
Tassiana Barcelona. Benito Camacho. Peyton Olivia Canna. Peter A. Ciparulo. Hiba Ghanum. Pier Francesco Giannini. Alice J. Hernandez. Tatiana Elizabeth Horton. Bruce C. Howard. George Robert Janowski III. Anuradha Kadam. Dylan Adam Lantigua.
Jean Cletter Miro. Jimmy Rivera Jr. Brittany Dawn Spanos. Monther Matthew Tadros. Emmanuel Thomas Guerrero. Bienvenido Torres Jr.
Congratulations, Masters of Labor and Employment Relations graduates. The mics got switched up. So I'm now going to ask the Director of the Masters of Human Resource Management, the ever popular David Ferriero, and the director of the online Professional Masters of Human Resource Management, Hadi Alfar, and student counselors Rebecca Tinkham and Grace Tien to please take their places.
Will the candidates for the Master of Human Resource Management degree please rise? Dean Eaton, it is our pleasure to present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Human Resource Management. We now ask the Marshal to lead the candidates to the stage. Graduates, please bring your card with you.
Diana Abuzaid. Aditi R. Iyer. Vicky J. Alamonte. Adriana H. Alvarado Lechuga.
Congratulations.
Joy A. Anderson. Nadav Idan Aronoff.
Nice job.
Abraham Ayola.
Congratulations, buddy.
Talia Mumtaz Asaruddin. Sneha Bardhan. Cameron Lee Bashner. Nancy Cominell. Jennifer Coronato. Bianca Diamore. Allison Dent. Rajvi Desai. Crystalise Elizondo. Christine Andrawis Khalil. Judith T. Geeker. Sakshi Ghosh. Chelsea N. Gonzalez. Monica R. Gonzalez Rodriguez. Shani Unica Grant Richardson. Ling Xiao Gu. Jeffrey Ramon Hidalgo. Amanda S. Huen. Prasanna Indrajit. Alexandra N. Giuliano. Alexandra Kazor. Rebecca Hope Kelly. Suni Hakan. Kavisha Kurituwaku. Thomas W. Levy.
Hey.
Jessica Robin Lesniak.
Nice job on the spin.
Irene Lee. Christina Leung. Vanessa Loyola.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Jacqueline Nicole Morrow. Creatia Michelle McCall. Lindsay R. Minuski.
Nice job.
Jada Savada Parker. Isha K. Patel. Annalete M. Perez.
Congratulations.
Nicolette N. Polos.
Yeah, there you go.
Annika Rao.
Congratulations.
Carolyn Rose Rosino.
Nice job.
David J. Rich.
Congratulations.
Jessica Santos.
Congratulations.
Amelia Malini C. Paul.
Congratulations.
Olivia L. Selman.
Congratulations.
Stephanie Stojanowski.
Congratulations.
Colleen Marie Stratton Howard. Xiao Chiao Sun. Jessica Teslovic. Lauren Cherise Tompkins. LaShawn O. Turner. Marlene Varela. Alba Vivar. Kieran Webster. Kerr Xiang. Morgan Zindulka.
Sarae Barahona. Iris Javier Morales. Meng Di Zai.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Congratulations, Master of Human Resource Management graduates. I now again ask the Director of the Master in Labor and Employment Relations Program, Francis Ryan, and undergraduate student counselors Amy Marquito and Talia Shank to return to the stage and take their places.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Labor Studies and Employment Relations and candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Labor and Employment Relations please rise? Dean Eaton and Associate Dean Greenbaum, it is my pleasure to present to you these candidates. I now ask the marshals to please lead the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science candidates to the stage. Graduates, please bring your card with you.
Mia Francesca Betancourt. Frank Esposito IV, double major in criminal justice. Shweta Sri Jayakumar, double major in political science.
Ileana Rose Petrillo, double major in Italian. Christopher Leonard Scotto.
Hao Reitzen, double major in mathematics. Jalbir Chowdhury. Chu Chuan Chen, double major in psychology. Shail Bharat Desai, double major in human resource management. Deanna Forsyth.
Emily Y. Yoon, double major in Spanish. Drew T. Singleton.
Prince Abima. Andrea Selectoritas. Abigail Lynn Bird, double major in human resource management. Vincenzo Bergotti. Christina Camardo. Nilson M. Campbell. Giselle A. Caraballo. Thomas Daniel Carhuff. Jana Cristiano. Sean B. Koval. Jody Ann M. Crawford. Vanessa Cruz. Zeta Paula Cruz. Michael R. Daniel. Kimberly S. DeLeon Diaz, double major in human resource management. Jacob DeChera. Sarah N. DiFrancesco. Christiana Doku. Vanessa Encarnacion. Brittany Fiola. Michelle P. Gaveglia. Gabriela V. Geloso. Kyle Glorious Patrick. Avni Goyal, double major in strategic public communication and public relations. Myrna Hamoud. Nalais Hernandez. Mert Ibis. double major in Human Resource Management. Robert Johnson. Shameen K. Jones, Jr. Jade M. Leahy. Miguel A. Loera. Morgan Ann Lakuta.
Ife Meje. Ife Meje.
Marin A. Matisa. Maisha Melvin. Anika Liana Miller, double major in Human Resource Management. Caitlin R. Murray. Lisa Petrie. Idalis Madeleine Pineda. Melissa A. Neary. Karen A. Orozco Huete. Mark Jude Polo Jr. Tyler M. Rappaport. Angelina Rivera, double major in Human Resource Management. Cedris V. Palin. Geraldine Ruiz. Ismeta St. Clair.
Brandon Sanders.
Salama Shani Saunders. Monica Sigler, double major in Human Resource Management. Siani Stokes. Bowen Tan. Dominic V. Tucci. Charisma Ubiera de los Santos, double major in Human Resource Management. Milton Velez Jr. Neil E. Wertheim Jr. Anthony D. Williams. Yi Zhou, double major in Human Resource Management.
Congratulations, everyone.
Adrian, it's not It's okay now, I think.
Congratulations, Bachelors of Science in Labor and Employment Relations, and congratulations to Bachelor of Arts in the Labor and Studies and Employment Relations.
Now I ask the Director of the Undergraduate Program in Human Resource Management, Ryan Greenbaum, and student counselors Grace Tien and Rebecca Tinkham to again take their places.
All right, will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree in Human Resource Management please rise? Dean Eaton and Associate Dean Greenbaum, it's my pleasure to present to you these candidates. I now ask the Marshal to please lead the Bachelor of Arts graduates to the stage. Graduates, please bring your card with you.
Amna Jamil Ahmed, double major in political science. Estelle Akdemir. Michelle Ambrogio. Stephanie Romy Aiden. Eunice E. Baghdad Brahim. Julene Baker. Emily V. Belisario. Leslie Akaba. Carolina Benegas. Thomas J. Blackwell. Thomas R. Blanchard. Amy Lee Carey, double major in journalism and media studies. Kelly E. Carmody. Ashley R. Byrne. Samantha Camacho. Kelly Chang, double major in psychology. Zara Chaudhry, double major in labor studies and employment relations. Lauren Cheng. Iman Dar. Ivani A. Deshpande. Kani Ding. Jack R. Cusinelli, double major in labor studies and employment relations. Morgan Marie Berman. Sean W. Jackson. Doris G. Chen. Pata A. Edu. Helen J. Foote. Janelle B. Garcia, double major in human resource management. Scotty Germain, double major in communication. Brian Gomez. Mark J. Gonzalez. Avani Goswami, double major in human resource management. Zoe Greenwald. Erica K. Hand, double major in psychology. Parnika S. Jain. Lori Jimenez, double major in labor studies and employment relations. Naji R. Jones. Thomas T. Jones. Orni Raisha Kabir, double major in psychology. Apizit Kangwantis. Jasmine Kaur. Emily Khan, double major in psychology. Malia Khan, double major in journalism and media studies. Yazra Mujib Khan, double major in information technology and informatics. Rachel M. Kilmer, double major in labor studies and employment relations. Thomas E. Kirkle. Jessica Nicole Katrayan, double major in psychology. Hannah M. Latour, double major in human resource management. Gabriela Cristina Leal Prieto. Melissa Nicole Levy, double major in labor studies and employment relations. Jacob T. Lesniak, double major in labor studies and employment relations. Simone Lusby. Xinyi Lu, double major in labor studies and employment relations.
Kai Chi Mao. Misael Martinez. Jeffrey Daniel Mercado. Melissa A. Mirchan. Marcellus Middleton. Ananda Justice May Miller, double major in human resource management. Diana Muhaisen, double major in human resource management. Jacob T. Muller. Haley Sarah Moon, double major in digital studies. Kenechi Najiofor. Nicolette Rose Noto, double major in labor studies and employment relations. Cassie J. Orzakowski. Aisha V. Patel, double major in human resource management. Archie Patel, double major in human resource management. Kevin Patel, double major in information technology and informatics. Emily G. Pensick. Nancy Perez, double major in communication. Katie Capri Pinkney, double major in labor studies and employment relations. Christian Polycarp. Lexi Nicole Pyburn. Delaney Retchenberg. Justin J. Ricardo. Alyssa D. Rivera, double major in psychology. Simone Rivera. Erin Elaine Rinkevich, double major in labor studies and employment relations. Salman M. Saeed, double major in human resource management. Lena Saleh Salah. Alessia Nicole Salazar. Sumana Sangasetti, double major in psychology. Amanda Maureen Schmid, double major in psychology. Kimani Scott Terry. Jacqueline Silva, double major in human resource management. Shayna Nicole Smith. Pool Sosa Velapatino. Dine Sujak, double major in human resource management. Emily Y. Sun. Srividya Sundar. Julio C. Ortiz Padilla. Itiksa Vagani, double major in psychology. Gritvi Vardan, double major in human resource management. Yasmin Valia, double major in labor studies and employment relations. Jiajie Wang, double major in psychology. Christina Zhang, double major in communication. Yidan Wang, double major in human resource management. Hui Shu Yan, double major in human resource management. Catherine Wright.
Sida Zing.
Ryan Nicole Webb. Devin Williams. Michaela A. Wilson. Wei Nan Xu.
Yash Khurana. Leslie Flores.
Ryan, can you say the congratulations part? Thanks. Yeah.
Congratulations, Bachelor of Arts in Human Resource Management.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. I would now like to introduce you to Tracy Ng, who is the president of the School of Management and Labor Relations Alumni Association. She is going to say a few words to the class of 2022. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, Dean Eaton, and good afternoon. My name is Tracy Ng, and I graduated from SMLR in 2015 with a bachelor's degree in Human Resources Management. I'm also the current president of SMLR Alumni Association. On behalf of the SMLR Alumni Association, I'm honored to be here today to officially welcome you, SMLR Class of 2022 graduates, to the School of Management and Labor Relations Distinguished Community of Alumni. SMLR graduates pursue careers across a wide variety of companies and organizations, and our association provides an opportunity for networking and building lasting connections with your fellow alumni. We hope that you'll join us for events, get involved in one of our project teams, or by sharing your ideas for programs you might want to see from your alumni association. Connect with us to hear about upcoming career development sessions, panel discussions on hot topics in the fields of HR and employment relations, and opportunities for enjoyable social activities throughout the year. Learn more by visiting the link in the scroll you received today. We hope to see you at one of our events later this year. Once again, congratulations on your accomplishment as a graduate of SMLR, and welcome to the Alumni Association. Thank you.
Okay, we're almost there. Thank you, Tracy, and thank you for all that you do. So, as we conclude today's ceremony, a few final announcements. There are refreshments for graduates and their guests immediately following the ceremony in the tent outside, hard to miss, across the street. Graduates, I do ask that you remain seating until the platform party has exited and your marshal is ready to lead you out. And we ask that all your guests meet you out of the building as you exit the building. So will all the graduates please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in the President of the University, by the Board of Governors and Trustees, upon recommendation by the faculty, and by the authority vested in me as Dean of the School of Management and Labor Relations, I do now formally bestow upon each of you the degrees from the School of Management and Labor Relations with all the rights and privileges, obligations, responsibilities, and immunities appertaining thereto, both here and elsewhere. On this 14th day of May, 2022, I herewith declare, pronounce, and acclaim each and every one of you as graduates of the School of Management and Labor Relations, the state of New Jersey. Now is that moment when you can all together enthusiastically turn your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. Will faculty, guests, and marshals please rise? As Dean of the School of Management and Labor Relations, I hereby formally adjourn this convocation.